didn't, did you? It's day 2. I slept for 14 hours and I feel great.
Cable.
I wonder if it's nice and warm today.
It is.
Oh, it's such good weather. It's so good, so good. Hey ladies.
Hi.
San Diego. The whale's vagina.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we did go to La Jolla to this breakfast spot that my sleepiness is completely taken away. Taking advantage of me.
Why is it called the whale's vagina?
I don't know. Why is that? If you know, put a comment below.
Yeah.
Why is San Diego is called the whale's vagina? We definitely want to know. So yeah, we're gonna go. Probably are we gonna see a Bitcoin ATM today? Because there's one in San Diego. We're gonna go check that out. We're gonna probably do a whole bunch of nothing. We've done a bit of work this morning. By we, I mean Dirk.
Yeah, me.
So I did do some tonight. August 10th. Yeah?
I think so.
Our newsletter goes out tonight. That's why we had to do a bit of work. You can tell I'm heaps dazed and confused. So yeah, if you're not on the newsletter, link in the description. And yeah, follow on for the day. And we'll show you some cool sites. Might even go see Dan Bilzerian's house in La Jolla.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go do that.
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
Alright guys, see ya. Hi. So we made it to the spot, the cottage, and it's really hot. It's like 32 degrees out. It's beautiful. And I can't believe this place is still banging. Like, I used to come in for breakfast every day. It's in La Jolla on Faye Avenue. And every day it's just like this. It's amazing. And look who it is. Look who it is.
Damn it.
Say hey. We're gonna have some breakfast and yeah, actually start the day. Because at the moment, I'm still half asleep. I literally start filming as they get hit by a car. Is that what you just said? I said I literally start filming as they get hit by a car.
Oh yeah? No.
We are just going to the outlets in Carlsbad.
Why?
It is so hot. I had to buy stuff from Ralph Lauren. And it's so much cheaper than Australia. Like 3-pack of underwear in Australia is like $130. So here it's like 30.
He's filming you, huh?
No, he's not filming me, he's filming me.
Yo, Mitch.
Don't film someone else's kid.
No, we won't film. I know, right? So this is what happens when you come to the States and you go into a Nike shop.
Some Australians walk into the Nike bar.
Yeah, literally.
What do
like,
they do?
Look at this thing. There we go. $60, how do you feel?
I feel like
$200.
I've still got change in my wallet.
Yeah,
It's like $240.
You just got upgraded to shoe models. How do you feel?
Where your dollar goes further.
We're recording now. We're recording now. Well, I felt bad for you. No, it's actually recording. Look.
You see, look.
Where are you guys from?
Australia.
Australia.
Oh, that's cool. I want to go there.
With no A, just Australia.
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 Sierra. What's your name, bro?
Hey, what's up, man? I'm Donnie.
Yeah.
Donnie. Nice to meet you, man. I like the smiley face, bro.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Alright, we're gonna peace out on you here.
Alright, so after a hard day of shopping, it's time to eat at BJ's. BJ's Brew House. Really cool little place. And lots of different food, lots of different beers. One of my favorite places to eat at in town. The boy's already inside, so let's go right in and say hello.
Then I looked at liquidating some of it, right?
Right.
Particularly not at this time, but sometimes you just got to do it. Sometimes you just have to take a leap. But honestly, all in all, as the whole space, I wouldn't be taking any money out unless you really need it. But if you got the money, like I said, to ride it out and survive for now, then why wouldn't you? Why would you sell out what you invested in and believed in to begin with? There's a lot of people out there that will invest money because their mate did. They're like, oh, check this, I did my research.
The taxi driver told them to buy Bitcoin at 2,800 bucks Australian or
so
20 grand US.
And they jumped in for it, but
it came in at a serious time.
Those projects that you jumped in like that and that are down, do your own research. Don't take someone else's opinion. Take their opinion, but take it with a grain of salt. Put your own work in, right? Do some research.
And ask them where their opinion came from, because that's one thing that gets said and done a lot, right? They go, oh, it's, Bitcoin's going to 30 grand by the end of the year. Why?
Where did you get that from?
Why?
So, and like I mentioned in one of my Facebook Lives, you missed out, but Dirk was there. We tested something out. We sent a bit of information out, and it went for a full loop and came back to me. It wasn't fake information, but it was information that wasn't...
no one else had.
Yeah, and it wasn't like a big source or like a crazy, oh my god sort of thing. It was something that you
It wasn't a price change of information. It was a bit of information that you wanted to know if you're involved in the coin or the project. But it wasn't going to make price movement up or down. It was just something cool to know, right?
Exactly right. And it just went relay back and it came back to me. And I said, what is your source? And the source was, oh, this guy said it in this chat. Yeah. And then it was like, okay, well, can you find out where he got it from? But it couldn't actually come back to where it originated
from. Like...
so yeah, to kind of finalize it, for people that are doing it hard right now and hurting from the market as to where it is, I truly believe that in November, or even end of October, something is going to happen within this space. This year, I don't know if you guys remember, I posted out a chart, said that Bitcoin should go for a run, 6K USD would be the support, 6K USD support would be it, and we always run off at 5%, I guess, leniency to that price. So 5,750, 6,250 was the leniency right there, right? Oh wait, no, it's 5.7 and 6.3, sorry, it should be. And those are the ranges, so your sport's banged at 6,000, and we did. We went down to 5.7, 5.740, 5.750, and then we bounced straight off, right?
2 or 3 times, yeah.
Yeah, so, that's the sort of range. We actually have reached that point of 6K.
Literally like touched it and bounced back, almost like opposite magnets, right?
Exactly right, and that's how you know that is our support from now on. How did I know back then? Because you could see it in the graph. It went for a shoot, it went for a 3x, came down, went for a 5x from that point, came all the way back down to that point of where it actually burst, which was after 5K USD. So then you draw a line there and you say, where's your median? And it's 6K support. Beautiful. So we run on a 6K USD support. So I think we're at that point in time right now where the market is shuffling out the people that don't understand what crypto is, the non-believers, and just literally, it's sifting them, right? And yet they're looking.
And what they're doing is they're donating what money they have left to like Hillsong, and because they have to believe it's something else now.
They have to.
They've literally been punched in the gut so hard.
And it hurts.
But what's happening is the big guys, they're loading up. OTC deals. They're trying to buy and buy and buy. The money's being invested,
That's right?
Just to jump in, like, when you see things like Jamie Dimon,
I was going to mention that for
the CEO of the third biggest bank in the world, JP Morgan Chase, coming and saying Bitcoin's a scam literally 12 months later. He did it last August, September.
Exactly.
So that coming out now is the final, like the last push downward. That downward selling pressure is here right now, and it's literally going to disappear really, really soon.
And the only reason they want to do that, and it's great, because I was going to mention that literally right after, just before you were going to say it, I was going to say we were speaking about it yesterday, and you mentioned that. And it's so true, because the reason why they push that pressure down is because they want to load up hard.
Right.
They're literally like loading up for them and all their friends.
Exactly, and they don't want to go, okay, we're going to load up here and then start buying the order book out, and they drive the price up. So they drive market action upwards, right? Price action. They want to drive pressure down, so they're creating market slipperage as they're purchasing. And they're purchasing in segments, right? The more market pressure down they can get, the better for them. Because the further down it goes, the lower they can get in, which lowers their cost average, which really is better than it was last year at the similar sort of range, but for them to look at market adoption and sentiment analysis and fundamentals and how many people actually know what it is. Like today, we asked how many people do you know what cryptocurrency is, and they're like, oh, like Bitcoin, right?
Well, no, take it one step back. It's, hey, do you know what crypto is? And they're like, no. And then you say the magic word, do you know what Bitcoin is? Oh yeah, my friend, and this and that, and it starts a conversation.
Right.
Because
last year,
last year it was nobody knew what Bitcoin was.
Forget about it. It was like I'd try maybe 100 people and get 7.
Yeah.
Now it's like I try 100 people and 80 of them would say, yes, we've heard about it, and my friend does it, and my, you know, so they're looking at really capitalizing on it is what
the BJ cider.
I'm personally seeing, and it's cheers, man. And it's really sad to see people get shuffled out. The people that deserve it get shuffled out. The people that deserve a second chance get shuffled out by the big players that already have the chance. They already have the cash flow. They're just scared and they don't want to miss the boat, but they want to capitalize on it as hard as they can.
Can we just test that theory?
Yeah, let's test it actually.
I'll ask you a quick question.
What's that?
Do you know what crypto is?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, that's fantastic because we're asking, we're involved in the crypto.
When did you find out about it actually? Honestly.
Like maybe 3 years ago, I had a buddy who was really into it.
Yeah.
And he was like begging his dad to invest in it because it was back when it was like a couple cents. And
Wow.
and then he told his dad like 2 years ago, he's like, yeah, you could like, it's just worth like $70,000 right now. Like you could have made so much money.
Yeah. What you would have invested would be $70,000.
What's that?
Is it like
his friend was like knew about it when it was cents. He was asking his dad to buy it.
70,000 worth?
With Bitcoin, yeah?
Well, when it went up
like
to like 17, 14,000,
Yeah.
Okay,
he was like, I told you, you should have listened to me. Like
okay.
it was only a couple pennies
Yeah.
for like, so.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. So have you researched it at all, or you just gone, okay, that's what it is?
I have a lot of friends who are just like super involved, and I was like, oh, do this, buy this, buy this, buy this.
Yeah. What other coins do you know name-wise?
Litecoin, Ethereum.
Yeah. What about that lamp right there, right, on the wall? What is that a half of as an icon?
Like a pyramid?
Yeah, like, do you know what it looks like as a actual coin, what would you call logo?
No, I do not.
No, okay. That's a half Ethereum one. So
really?
I guess we're at that point.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to ask these sort of questions. I'm sorry we're doing a little test on you, but
Yeah, we've just been asking people like all day. The idea is like a year ago you asked someone what Bitcoin was and no one knew.
Yeah.
Now you ask if what crypto is, and you're out of like 10 people who've talked to today, you're like the first person that knew what crypto was.
Okay.
And then the next question is, you know what Bitcoin is? And they're like, yeah.
Oh, really?
So,
So a lot of people are saying they don't know what crypto is.
They don't know what crypto is,
but they know what Bitcoin
they know
is.
Bitcoin.
that's right.
So
Yeah.
you're like the 97th percentile, like you're like the top.
you're up there.
You're
Yeah,
up
so
there.
it's good. Have you invested?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm a college student. I can't afford that. I gotta pay my rent.
Okay. Could you put $50 aside a week for it?
50 a week?
Better question. Do you gamble or smoke cigarettes or drink coffee?
No. I drink coffee, but I don't drink it with sugar or cream.
Yeah, you go without coffee for a month and invest whatever you spend on coffee.
Absolutely not. If I didn't drink coffee, I would have a headache every single day of my life.
Essentially, what would you be able to put aside every week from your earnings and
Hashtag
go
not
without?
financial advice.
And go without it. Let's just say.
Man.
$10, $5.
Oh yeah, easily like 10, 15, 20 bucks a week.
Yeah.
I highly recommend you do it. This isn't financial advice, but I highly recommend you do it.
Okay.
I highly
Just
recommend
saying he highly recommends it. We don't recommend anything. But, because we just don't know, but we believe that the space is going somewhere very exciting. And a lot of us, he's been around it since 2013, I've been around it since 2013, he's been around it since 2014. We're actually over here.
Okay, now I remember where
We just got that made.
Yeah.
Hold on.
For dear life.
Yeah.
What's that?
Hold on for dear life.
Oh, I thought it was
Hodling? A holding?
no, it was I can't remember. I thought it was an acronym for something.
Yeah.
Hold on for dear life.
Like when you have your crypto, you just hold on. Like through the dips, you just,
Okay.
you just hold it. But it was actually, I think it was just some guy who said like hold and he misspelled it when
Yeah,
he
no, I heard the story behind it. That's
Yeah.
why I was like, I saw that and I was like, I know what that means, but I don't know what it means. I've seen it before somewhere. That's hilarious.
No, that's good, man. I appreciate you actually contributing, man. Yeah, thank you.
Can I get you guys started with anything?
We haven't
Haven't even looked.
Take your time.
Oh,
I'm not
cheers,
doing
man.
it.
Alright, you ended it. Damn it.
We can keep going.
No, this is still filming.
This
if
is
it
still
gets out
going.
of the fucking frame.
Alright, sweet as. So going on that, Mitch.
Alright, that's going in the fucking thing, man.
So that was perfect because that was like real life.
You get to see it for them as well, for your viewers. You get to see what someone actually says.
Yeah.
And the reason why...
It's out of frame too, which is perfect.
Yeah, so you can really see his face or anything like that. But, you know, it's the reason why I say to people, what can you afford a week to throw it in, I highly recommend it, is because are you going to be crying if you lose your $10 a week?
Yeah.
Fuck no, man, you're not.
That's why I always ask most people, especially in Australia, play the pokies. And they spend $1,000 a month. And I'm like, don't play the pokies for 3 months. Put 3 grand in. And one of my mates, like, he turned like 4 grand into 70.
That's probably
it's worth
hitting
about 4 grand now.
Yeah.
But he pulled some out, like, at the peak.
Probably smashed it.
Yeah.
It's probably over the moon. And it probably helped him. And it's like
all his debt. It's like all his debt from doing that.
throwing, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Because you're gone 3 months without gambling. You're like, oh, maybe I don't need that in my life anymore.
So you know what I mean? A couple of snacks to start with, and then we can just keep talking. I ordered the boneless wings with sriracha, dry rub.
Yeah, just order a bunch of stuff like we did yesterday, and we just share it. I think that's the best.
Sweet as, sounds good.
Should we just keep filming and I'll tell them stuff?
Yeah, we need some like human element to it.
Yeah.
Where we just order food.
But yeah, I guess.
But it can be like that with anything. Like you were saying, like coffee. Okay, obviously you can't do it without. Like if you really wanted to, you could, right? And there's probably like different people do different things, like partying, right? Like you can go out and you can spend $100 a week on drinking, going to clubs, whatever, maybe 200.
100%.
Right? Take that.
Definitely.
Alcohol, cigarette, and it's healthier for you too. So you know.
You don't have to generally like give it all up.
You could literally just give up rub and tugs for like 1 month, and you'd be up about $1,500. I'm talking to you guys, not me.
But you don't have to give.
Got nothing.
Nothing finished. You don't have to, give up whatever it is that you enjoy and you spend quite a bit of money on. Totally, you can just cut down a bit. I was talking about $5–10. There's some coins out there for going for a cent. Yeah. Bitcoin wasn't even a cent when it was at its ascension. There wasn't a price range.
What did you buy the other day? The M9
Hollow chain, yeah.
Yeah, it's like 0.000 of a cent.
That's right. Yeah, it's not even a penny, right?
Exactly.
And who knows? Maybe it'll never take off, but who knows? Maybe one day it'll go to 50 cents, and then you get a like 100x, and like.
And if you put like $100 into that, a 50x is retarded, right?
Right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I'll
why
take
not?
my $5 grand.
That'll be like life-changing money.
And
right?
you have exponential growth as well.
Yeah, and then we're not talking about even about like doing this by 6 months from now, 12 years, or like 12 months from now. What if you're thinking 5 years down the line? Look how long it took for the internet, right?
That's
15 years. So chuck in your $10, your $50, your $100, leave it there. Maybe it won't pay off, but maybe
it's pretty much putting it to good faith and leaving it to good faith that maybe if something did happen, what would it do for you in your financial situation at that particular time?
Right.
Let's say you did put $10 a month now, or $10 a week, let's say, into altcoins that are worth nothing, and you vet them out, you do your research, and if you're happy with it, you're putting $10 in, and then 2 years from now, just one of them, just one has to go like retarded.
Right.
There's a coin that I've been looking at right now. It's called a Raven coin. I've just been mining it like I was mining Bitcoin, and it gave me back like a bit of memories and deja vu when I was mining Bitcoin back in the day. Making 30, 40, 50 a day, and it just felt so good to actually see that again. But it's a no ICO coin and no shill. I'm not saying just go and do your research to it, right? They didn't have an ICO, but the team is there, and it's a platform coin.
Yeah.
Like there's other coins being built on that platform.
So if that becomes the platform of choice, where another 100 or 1,000 companies build their thing, right? Then
they're gonna need to run it. It's like Ethereum. Why is Ethereum taken off? Because there's other coins being built on that platform. Companies raising it, companies holding it because they've raised it. So that's where the functionality comes from. So it's just, I guess, my opinion and my take it with a grain of salt. But I truly believe that November we should see a really nice market. I'm still very bullish on Bitcoin, but like short term, you can be bullish or bearish, it doesn't matter. I'm more neutral short term. I'm talking long term, like
Long term, yeah.
Long term in crypto world, you gotta define it as well. Long term in crypto world is like 3 to 5 years.
That's super long term.
That's
Yeah,
like
that's like
really
super long.
Yeah.
The real world, long term's 30 years.
that's right.
So it's literally like 30 to 50 years, which is 10x.
We're not talking normal.
I literally made a video about that like a couple of days ago where we talk about like the bear market correction. You compare it to other asset classes. It'll take you like 1.5 to 6 years for a bear market and something else. And we've got it in like 8 months. Maybe it takes 9, 12 months, but like everything's accelerated, right?
Everyone's lost their shit.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand the other market, and that's what I mean when I
such new investors.
Yeah, it's
They're
an
not really
infant
investors,
market.
they're gamblers.
Right, it's an infant market. They're going, okay, I'm gonna get rich quick.
Right.
But whoever promised you that should have never promised you that.
And that's why it's really challenging as well, because we don't ever promise that. We don't ever guarantee anything, and there's a lot of people in the space that are like guaranteeing different things, saying different things, and yeah, it's just really cool. Just to come back to what you were saying, my gut feeling, and from what I've seen from just sentiment market research as well as fundamentals, is I was thinking kind of end of September, early October.
Yeah, you mentioned
when we'll start to see serious movement, kind of late October the latest.
Yeah.
So you saying November is really interesting. Like kind of, it's not the same, but it's obviously very similar to what I've been thinking.
More towards the end of October, last half of October, first half of November, I think we will see. It will give us the road, the path as to where it's actually going. I believe it's bullish, but that's my personal opinion.
Yeah, my personal opinion is bullish as well, and this is like, it's funny because throughout the year there's been multiple times where I'm like, oh wow, this is the final shakedown. But I guess from my own research right now, and from what I've seen and from what I've read, the writing's really on the wall. Like with ETFs coming and with Diamond like saying it's a scam again, and a lot of different bits of information that I haven't even shared, but it's really pointing to it. Whereas there's been a few times this year where I'm like, all right, yeah, it's come up, it's gone down.
Yeah.
The pullback has happened, and now it's ready for a run. But
it does.
I really believe it. And there's also like interesting insights we were talking about last night with like Charlie Lee.
Yeah.
One of the co-founders of Litecoin, was he the actual founder?
He's the actual founder
of Litecoin. So he said that. It's really, what he said I found really interesting. This is again using lots of sources of information to make it or form your opinion rather than going, so-and-so said this, it's right.
Yeah.
Right.
So he said that the reason why he sold, this is back in December, the reason why he sold all his Litecoin is because he could see mania coming. He could see it from a mile away.
Yeah.
He's seen multiple cycles,
100%.
right? So he sold it all. Everyone thought he was stupid. Everyone thought he was an idiot. Like, why would you sell it? You believe in it. It's your project. It's your baby. He's like, no, I can see it. I can see what's going to happen. So he ended up selling it. And he's like, given how crazy the mania was in like December, January, he's believed that we're going to have a multi-year bear market.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's really interesting. We started talking about that last night, right?
Yeah.
And what was it you said that I found really fascinating?
The fact of the matter is that, once again, there's a lot more people in the space, so things will happen much more rapidly as to what they did last
money as well as people, right?
Which is funny, because I would have thought Charlie Lee would identify that, because he identified the bear coming as I did. I mean, 19,000 USD, I was telling people, get them.
Yeah.
Right?
He even tweeted it publicly. He said like, if you can't handle Litecoin going to $20, this was when it was like $300, $350. Like, get out of crypto.
Yeah.
Right? And right now it's currently sub 60. So I mean,
and that's because Litecoin, we've experienced it so many times. So many people got burnt, and it's really good that he came out and said, if you can't handle it, sell now. Because I mean,
that is a great way to like tell people to sell, without telling them how to sell, like to do something, without giving them direct financial advice.
I mean, last time we went from 60, 70 USD all the way down to $3, $4 in Litecoin. For years. I'm talking years.
I know, I bought Litecoin when it was sub $1 in 2014.
I remember the 2014 crash. It took like a year and a half, right? Yeah. And I actually sold like towards the end of it before it took off, because that's like the situation kind of where we're going now. So the lower we're going, the closer we are to getting a turnaround.
Right.
That's when the people get flushed out, right?
Exactly right. And what Mitch said, what was I saying to it yesterday, is that there's a lot more people in the space, so reactions happen much quicker.
Right.
So turnovers happen.
It creates like a cycle. Like people start selling, and that causes it to drop, which causes more people to sell.
Market slippage, panic.
Right.
But then when it goes bull again, guess what happens? Boom! It just explodes again.
But people aren't going to believe it, right?
What?
Like people aren't going to believe it. They're going to think, oh, it's another fake out rally. At some point, it's not going to be a fake out rally. It's going to take off.
That's right.
And then they're going to wait and wait and wait, and they're buying at the top.
100%. And that's how people get wrecked, as we say, R-E-K-T.
Yeah. And it's really interesting. I've had the experience, especially in China flood last year. I was like, I rode the waves, because remember, it was like 1 week China's banning it, the next week it's unbanned, banned, unbanned. It literally happened 4 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
I literally sold on the Saturday or the Friday because it like literally dumped.
Yeah.
And then I rebought on like the Sunday and then Monday to go back up.
Thank you very much.
And I accumulated heaps of Neo at that point.
Yeah.
But I got greedy. After 4 times, that didn't happen. It just went up.
Yeah.
And I got rid of most of my bag.
Yeah.
But I literally had 10% of what I had at the high. So it's really interesting to think that, because I've been watching the cycles and I haven't been trading like that because I know what I experienced last time.
Yeah.
And a couple of projects that I'm really bullish on, I'm wanting to do that right now, and that tells me that I shouldn't because of last time.
Last experience, yeah.
So there's nothing worse than like you think you've become a pro trader, and you're like, oh, I'm just going to sell and buy the dip, and you sell Bitcoin at like 7 grand and it goes to 30.
Yeah, so normally it's not skill, it's luck, right?
Yeah,
that allows you to do it. So you get lucky 5, 6, 7 times in a row. You think you're amazing.
Yeah.
You put bigger bets, and that's when you get wrecked. Then you get wrecked.
Yeah,
100%.
The financial sector all works in that sense. Like you look at the .com bubble, went up, came down, went up, propelled, came down, propelled again, and then just massive crash. The waves happen in that sense. We are in the infant stages of this market into doing that. Can you imagine a day where one Satoshi, I'm not talking about one Bitcoin, I'm talking about one Satoshi.
For those that don't know, one Satoshi is 1/1,000,000th of a Bitcoin.
Yeah, so you have 1 million, 100 million.
No.
You have 100 million sats in one Bitcoin. Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought it was just the whole idea was a Bitcoin should be $1 million and then a sat.
No.
No, a sat is a 1 cent.
No,
A sat's supposed to be a cent, which means it is 100 million.
it's 100 million.
100
0.8 zeros.
Yeah.
Or 7 zeros and a 1.
A sat's supposed to be a cent, and a Bitcoin should be $1 million. That's how it was designed, right?
Correct. So imagine if one sat now, let's think about this, right? Give you some sort of perspective and how far I've actually delved into it and tried to think of this thing. Imagine one sat was equivalent to one Bitcoin right now.
Oh, fuck.
Right? Incredible.
Yeah.
We have 21 mil.
One Bitcoin is worth 100 million times 8,000 US. Or thereabouts.
Yeah. So just
my brain can't even comprehend that number.
correct. Try and put that into perspective. Because what was Bitcoin really initially designed for? It was to give freedom to as many people as possible. And we're not talking freedom to a point where, you know, no one works and everyone's on freaking drugs. I'm not talking about that sort of world.
We're talking about like third world countries where people don't have bank accounts, and like in Southeast Asia, Craig Wright talks about this a lot. Southeast Asia, the dad will be fly to Australia to work, literally work 6 days a week to send back 80% of his income, and then Western Union charge him 20% to do that, or
exactly
some
right.
exorbitant fee because they don't have bank accounts, they only have cash. That's what it was designed for people in second and third worlds who don't have access to passports, driver's license, bank accounts
100%.
to be able to transact.
100%. And how much of a better world would that be when everyone's chasing their passion and not their job?
Right.
And not be miserable.
Yeah.
So you can still exchange goods because you're doing what you like. What do you enjoy doing, Mitch? What's the thing that you would do all day long that you can exchange for goods and services to other people?
Meeting people at events and connecting like two parties together that are looking for, like as an example, a salesperson that's looking for work and a company that's looking for a salesperson,
right.
like that on the simplest term, and cars, and working with cars.
So mechanically
learning something, yeah.
So if my GDR breaks down and I don't want to do it, it's not my desired thing, right? I go, Mitch, my GDR broke down, I need you to come down and just have a look at it and play around with it, because that's what you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
I'd exchange crypto with you
to
do it, because that's your hobby.
Yeah.
how much better would you feel as a person
I
doing
feel
what you
so
love?
much better.
Do you see what I'm saying? So that's the sort of world we want to build out of this.
I wouldn't actually do the work in your car, but I'd find someone to do it and take your car. And because that's how deal
The
making
connecting,
is, right?
yeah, the connecting.
You're time poor, I'm time, in this example, I'm time rich,
yeah.
but I have resources. So I find my resources, I pay my resources, and I keep the in-between.
And now when you think about it, isn't that how traditionally it really works anyway?
That is.
Right?
But everyone's like, waiting tables or, shining shoes or cleaning toilets because they have to put themselves through uni, they have to make sure their parents are looked after, make sure this, make sure that. Yeah.
Perfect example, old mate, this young gentleman here.
Yeah.
You know?
That's not him, but the other guy.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how you guys doing? My name's Ruben. I'm going to be taking over. He's got to take a break right now.
Yeah.
Cheers. You want to get some food going? Or?
Yeah.
We'll
yeah, let's
Ready for that? Yeah, let's get this going.
Hey guys, so we've just been at the outlets for a little bit, just enjoying the cheap American prices for everything. We're gonna go to BJ's, just a really cool little brew house that's all over California, and talk a little bit about crypto. Like, one of the things that we're really blessed to be doing in San Diego and California and Vegas is to have Rev here and get his insights. So we're gonna be talking about crypto, some of the insights that we believe the market's going to do in the next 3 to 6 months, and getting an outsider's opinion, someone who's been trading, who's spent a lot of time in the markets watching order books and watching the markets and watching charts, and we're going to get from him what he believes the market is going to be doing in the next 3 to 6 months. So I'm going to jump in and have a look, and as always, we're going to be doing these videos every day, so if you've got any questions, please post them below, and I'll see you in there. If Rev just wants to take a second and finish coughing.
Sorry, man.
We're going to do one thing that is only really possible in America, because laziness is the pinnacle of life. And what that is driving through ATMs. Drive-through ATMs, I should say. This is like the ultimate laziness. Well, it's up there with drive-through pharmacies. They're pretty much up there. Oh, can't reach. Right. Looks like I'm gonna have to get out. Oh shit, that was pointless.
Wow.
Oh, fancy seeing you here.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh wow,
Are you
what a
guys
coincidence. Oh wow. What does it say? Huddle?
Yeah. Fries is like a tech kid's dream wonderland. So one thing that's really cool about Fries is it shows you the ultimate definition of upsell funnels. So we just like grabbed whatever we needed, right boys?
Yep.
And then we have to walk to the checkout. And there's lollies and batteries and random shit you're never gonna need, but you end up picking it up and playing with it. And more lollies. And more lollies. And Bose speakers. And more lollies. And drinks. And batteries. And drinks. And batteries. And headphones. And battery packs. And charging stations. Yeah. The absolute definition of upsell funnels. It's really cool to see in the real life. Hey guys.
What's up?
It's been a good day. Day 3. Finally over the jet lag. Not really. I'm pretty tired. You know jet lag because he came from Vancouver.
Yeah, I've been here for about a week, no?
Yeah. Same time
Getting
zone.
used to the time zone. Took me a while.
What did we do today?
What did we do? We woke up pretty late. I woke up early. Went to the gym. Found the pool, which is right here.
Found the pool?
Yeah. And then...
What did you do though?
We went for breakfast.
We did donuts in the rental car.
No, we didn't.
And I broke it.
Mitch did that, and he broke.
And I broke the car. We had a drivetrain error for a couple of hours, but
that wasn't actually due to the donuts.
It was not due to the donuts.
The donuts fixed it, actually.
The donuts fixed it. That's the narrative we're sticking with. So hope you enjoyed that footage. We went and saw Dan Bilzerian's house, which is really cool. I don't think he's there anymore, but he has lived there at one point, and it is beautiful. And there was no women to be seen on the balcony, actually.
No Dan Bilzerian, no
Dan Bilzerian. And we saw Mount Soledad, which was really cool. And we
found a Bitcoin ATM.
We found the Bitcoin ATM.
We went to
a
interesting place where the Bitcoin ATM was placed.
Yeah, and it was a whole lot of fun.
Bought some coins actually from the ATM.
Bought some Ethereum. Bought 0.3 of an Ethereum for $100 US, which is pretty cool. Damn steal. And bought some other coin that we won't tell you about yet.
Right, so that could actually go to, that $100 could end up being worth 500 if it goes back to its like all-time high.
Yeah,
roughly.
Yeah, it really could.
Maybe
could
a
be.
good investment.
Could be. So
potentially, not financial advice.
Hashtag not financial advice. I can't do the hashtag because I only have one hand. So that's it from us today. As always, like, subscribe, share if there's anything you want us to do specifically, or if there's anything you want us to see while we're here in San Diego or in Vegas. You don't jump in the pool?
No, you jump in the pool.
No, I can't jump in the pool. Please be sure to leave a comment, and yeah, we'll make sure that we show it to you. Until then, see you later, guys.